Hey everybody, this is Jack Music greeting you with lots of aloha, and it is 7:36 a.m. Sunday, January 15th, 2023, and I'm here at the Alae farm site, kind of just getting moving, a little bit late, but looks like we got some cloud cover, so at least for the moment, I'll put on sunscreen. And I've got a lot of bed prep to do. So this is looking sort of due south-ish, and there are a few field blocks over here under the silage tarps, cooking the weeds and getting the beds ready. Prepping the beds with minimal work, and kind of starting the day over in the nursery, and then I'm going to be working on my field block. So I just put these sunflowers, stepped them up, put these out of the nursery for a minute, and so I've got a lot of stuff ready to go in the ground, and my beds are not ready. So that's kind of my race against time. This bok choy was probably ready to go. These eggplants, they can go a little long. They can go longer. And these eggplants were the second succession. I stepped up the striped German and the Mr. Stripey tomatoes, so they'll be good for a while longer. Haven't stepped up my other tomatoes yet. The bok choy is the main thing, but these nasturtiums are ready to go, and marigolds, and lots of zinnias, and then my sunflowers too. So I learned that sunflowers are kind of best with a direct seed, but also I learned that the birds will often get them when you direct seed them, so you need to have a cover over them so that the birds can't eat them. But if you do plant the sunflowers in pots, then they can avoid the bird damage in the nursery, and then when you transplant them, you don't have to worry about the bird damage because they're kind of beyond the point where the birds like to eat them. But this is already the first succession of sunflowers, so they're ready to go, those ones in the back. So what I'm working on then today, we'll head over here to the field block. Okay, so the black plastic, the silage tarp, let's walk here. So I did have the south side of it covered yesterday, and then I burned as much as I could on the top of the weeds, did a little bit of hoeing, and then we flipped the tarp and uncovered the south side. So the north side is ready to amend and harrow, hopefully. I covered the south side here with clear plastic that I got at Home Depot. Yesterday, the clear plastic can help really cook the weeds. So like we can kind of see under here, this nutsedge is a really tenacious weed, and there's a nut down in there, so you pull it, and if you don't pull out the nut, the root system, the nut completely, then it can just keep growing back and back. And by putting the clear plastic over it, it was under the black plastic silage tarp, and it was growing, and you can see it's kind of that albino thing where it didn't have the light to photosynthesize. Putting it under this clear plastic, I have read and heard, can really cook it. So that's another tool to use with the black plastic. So I did that yesterday. And so my rows here are 1 through 6. The bok choy needs to go in row 1. And then row 6, I think I'm going to plant the whole thing with sunflowers to be sort of a cover crop, but then also a cash crop, possibly. So, and it'll bring in a lot of pollinators and good stuff. Here's some of this nut sedge we can see. And yeah, like that one, I think I got the nut. But, so it's nasty. You can pull it by hand. It's not too bad. We're going to try to hoe it. And then maybe we'll amend and recover it with black plastic for another day or two before starting to plant the sunflower, or not. We'll see if we can get the get it maybe I can get a few planted. I gotta check my lunar calendar. I don't remember what sign the moon is in right now, but I know I have some planting days this next week. I don't remember. I didn't check the calendar this morning or last night. So yeah, that's the main thing I got to do, is just get the rest of row 6 ready to go, and so that I can start filling in with all these sunflowers. And we can let this cook for a day. Maybe I'll do row 1 as well, so I can get row 1 ready for planting. And the clear plastic will buy me some time. And yeah, and I think that's kind of the day here. Already getting sunny. Wish I would have got here a little earlier, but nice and bright and early. Gorgeous day. This is Jack Music, wishing you all lots of love, joy, peace, aloha, and blessings.